So with that, I'll get to the first Distinguished Alumni Service Award, which is to be presented to Dr. Lalit Bahl. The citation is for outstanding contributions in speech recognition, software technologies, and information theory. In 1966, Lalit received the S. Seshu Fellowship Award for graduate study on this campus. And he went on to earn his master's and PhD degrees from the Department of Electrical and Computer Engineering at Illinois. Lalit started his career with the IBM T.J. Watson Research Center in 1968. A leading expert on speech recognition software, he pioneered the application of Markov models to the problems of speech recognition, produced new and innovative algorithms, and developed a multinational speech recognition systems. His work is used by researchers around the world and made possible some of the most advanced speech recognition products on the market today, including IBM Via Voice and Simply Speaking systems. Retired from a long and productive career at IBM, Lalit continues to work as senior research scientist for Renaissance Technologies, a hedge fund management company in New York, where he applies his mathematical expertise in statistical modeling and inference to better inform investment decisions. I think I'll consult Lalit about my investment decisions. We'll talk about later, okay? His career has been very successful by any measure. He has published more than 80 technical papers in scientific journals, received over 37 US patents, and published 114 inventions in the IBM Technical Disclosure Bulletin. In addition, he has received many significant awards, including the President's Gold Medal for Outstanding Graduate of the Year from the Indian Institute of Technology, the IEEE Signal Processing Society Senior Award, received it twice, as well as the IEEE Information Theory Society Golden Jubilee Award. He also holds the IBM Master Inventor Award with 18 IBM Invention Plateau Awards and 5 IBM Outstanding Innovation Awards. Lalit and his wife, Kavita, are President's Council members of the University of Illinois Foundation. His appreciation for his education and experience at Illinois and his commitment to extend that opportunity to others is reflected in a generous gift for the new Department of Electrical Engineering building, Department of Electrical and Computer Engineering building, I better don't forget that, and in 2 fellowships he created on this campus. The Ravinder K. and Kavita Kindra Fellowship in Civil and Environmental Engineering, and the Joan and Lalit Bahl Fellowship in Electrical and Computer Engineering, which has been awarded to 4 students since 2008. And is currently held by 2 students, Tejasvi Gotti and Abhishek Singh. I want to share Abhishek's comments on how important this fellowship is to him. He said, "It is a matter of great pride for me to have been selected for this honor. I'm very thankful. Being awarded this fellowship has been a great source of inspiration, motivation, and confidence for me, and has gone a long way in helping me build a strong foundation to start my research career. Our students find a brilliant role model in Lalit, whose own strong foundation led to a phenomenal career in information and communication theory. Both Lalit and Kavita are here today with us, and I now have the honor of inviting Lalit Bahl to the stage to receive his award.
Thank you. Thank you, Ade. I came to Illinois in 1964 as a graduate student. I really had no idea what I was going to be doing in the long term. But after a couple of years, I had it completely figured out. I decided I was going to be a graduate student for the rest of my life. And I had an office mate who had been a graduate student for 7 years, and he still hadn't done his master's. So it certainly looked like a possible solution. But my advisor and my wife-to-be didn't have much sympathy for my plan, so I had to finish up my thesis and think about getting a job. Well, I sort of felt that I'd learned a lot while I was at Illinois, but was somewhat worried that a lot of this learning was not really going to be very useful in the real world. So since I couldn't be a graduate student forever, I decided I'd do the next best thing and apply for a faculty position. And, you know, that would sort of work out. I knew some stuff, and even if it wasn't useful, I could make a living teaching it to other people, and, you know, I'd get by. Well, when I told my advisor this, he said, "You're an idiot." And which I felt was actually a fairly reasonable evaluation of the situation. And he said, look, you've only been in academia your entire life. You just haven't been exposed to anything else. You better get out there, get yourself a job in industry, and then after a couple of years, you can decide what is it that you want to do. So somewhat reluctantly, I accepted a job at the IBM Research Center, and I stayed there 30 years, so I guess I must have liked it. And needless to say, is perhaps somewhat surprisingly to me, everything I learned here was really, really useful. Everything I've ever done in my life has grown out of what I learned at Illinois as a graduate student. And for this, of course, I'm eternally grateful to this university and have a debt that I'm sure I cannot repay. Well, when I was at IBM, I worked on speech recognition. I don't like to tell this to people because when I do, I have to listen to these long harangues about how terrible it is to talk to a machine that just doesn't understand what you're saying. And, you know, my answer to that is, look, it's just like talking to your children. What's the big difference? Well, after I finished at IBM, I had some friends who were working for a small company, Renaissance Technologies, so I went to work there. It's a hedge fund company. Ever since Occupy Wall Street started, it has been very important to duck for cover when revealing any association with Wall Street. But it's been a very interesting career. Even though it's a financial firm, I'm still doing pretty much what I was doing when I was an engineer, and it's all very exciting. I certainly owe a great debt to this university. It has certainly provided me with whatever I have been able to achieve, and in particular, I owe a great debt to my advisor, Professor Robert Chen, who I'm sure many of you know or knew. Unfortunately, he passed away a few years ago, and I am very, very grateful to the university for giving me this honor, which I don't think I really deserve, but I'm very, very happy to accept. Thank you.